What is going on, guys? Randall419, the man with the million, back again with another daily video. This is going to be my review for Tekken 7, which released on Friday on Xbox One and PS4. I put about 7 hours in the game. I've completed the entire story mode. I've also done all the character episodes. I played about 10 or 12 games online, dabbled around in the treasure battles, so I figured I'd give my opinion on the game. And as always with fighting games, I'll come out and first and say, listen, I am a casual fighting game fan. I don't button bash, I try to do the combos, but I'm not good at these type of games, so I'm not going to be talking about how it would fare in the fighting game circuit. I'm just, I'm going to talk about what I liked and didn't like about the game. So of course, what I was really interested in was I had heard there was a story mode of the game, and just kind of like Injustice 2, I was excited to try it out. And Injustice 2's story mode, if you guys remember, I thought was absolutely fantastic and well worth playing. So when I loaded up Tekken 7, I immediately went into story mode, and to be quite honest, I actually was a little disappointed with it. A lot of the battles are what you see here, where it's not even really against an actual opponent. It's either against like a bunch of soldiers or a bunch of these jacks. I mean, so that in itself was disappointing. But the main thing for me was I am not caught up with my Tekken lore. I barely know who the characters are and things like that. So when I was going through the story, I was honestly lost as to what was going on, and maybe that's, me taking an L, but like I honestly was playing this and I had no clue about the story of Tekken. Like I mean I've played the other Tekkens, but I don't know about like the history of it or the lore. So all these characters are thrown at you and I'm just like, I don't know what the heck is going on. And that might have kind of led to some of my disappointment in it. And I'm sure Tekken fans out there who know the lore and the history are probably really interested in the story mode. So story mode is set up into 14 chapters. Most of the chapters you'll play as somebody new, so you do get a variety of people to play as. But yeah, I mean, so for the big draw, I was kind of very disappointed in it. And honestly, as far as like the graphics are concerned, I don't think the game looks that well, especially running on Unreal Engine 4 compared to Injustice 2 running on Unreal Engine 3. And I know maybe I shouldn't compare both those games, but they are recently the released fighters. I just don't think this game looks anywhere near as good, and I don't think the game plays nearly as well. I know Tekken always has that one button controls each of the limbs, so X controls one arm, Y controls the other, A controls the one leg, B controls the other, and there's a very deep fighting system. And being a noob casual I am at Tekken, I'm not the best. But so that stuff is kind of beyond me. So yeah, it doesn't look very well. The story mode wasn't the greatest, even though I did get through all 14 chapters. I mean, there was some chapters that I enjoyed playing, especially the Akuma one and some of the later chapters. But honestly, in the beginning, I was just kind of like, not bored, but just kind of confused. And maybe that's my fault for not brushing up on the history of Tekken. But either way, after the story mode concluded, you do get a bunch of fight money. Like I think I got like 5 million fight money. So when you complete online or when you do arcade matches and things like that, you get fight money, and the fight money can then be used to go customize all your characters to make them look utterly ridiculous in fight online. It has a really deep character customization thing. I don't particularly care about that, but I know a lot of other people do. So you can go out there and make Akuma look ridiculous, and add a lot of funny things, which all cost fight money. But you get so much fight money just from starting the game up. I think I started the game up and they gave me 3 million, and from completing the story, which honestly, beating the story only took like 3 hours or so, and then going through all these character episodes doesn't take very long at all, because you go through the 30 fighters. So it does have a wide breadth of fighters to choose from. It's got 30 as well. And I actually enjoyed the character episodes that the game offers more so than I enjoyed the actual story of the game. So each when you go into the story mode, when you go into the chapter select, you can also choose these character episodes, and they're like kind of bite-sized one-fight battles where you have a story setup and then you have a conclusion. And I actually enjoyed a lot of these. Some of them are kind of funny, some of them are serious, but I actually enjoyed this mode way more than I enjoyed the other modes. Doesn't take very long to go through these as well. It's 2 rounds. You can put it on any difficulty you would like and go through it. Now, you saw right there, that was a rage art. That was something they added to this version of Tekken. So when you take a lot of damage, your character will flash red, and then you can perform a very devastating rage art attack. In single player, it's right bumper, but if you're online, there's actually like a button combination you have to use. And if it hits, it literally takes off about 1/3 of your health. But yeah, for my money, I enjoyed Injustice 2 more. I think Injustice 2 had a better story mode. I think Injustice 2 looks better. I thought Injustice 2 played better, had a lot of more better features online. But that's not saying Tekken 7 obviously isn't good or anything. I'm just not as big as a Tekken fan as maybe a lot of other people out there are. But I do like to play the fighting games, and I had heard about the good reviews of the game, so I was like, alright, let's try the game out. And I came away somewhat disappointed with the story mode, but the character episodes kind of made up for that because some of them were actually quite good. You also have a bevy of single-player options you can play through as well. You have an arcade ladder where you actually go through the Tekken 7 Retribution campaign where you fight a bunch of battles, ending up with the boss fight. You have treasure battles, which you continuously fight against the AI. You level up, and you can earn treasure boxes, which unlock customization options for all the different characters. Also has the versus mode, which you can do against other, like a second controller or someone else there. Achievement wise, you're looking at a very easy platinum if you're on PlayStation, or a very easy 1000 out of 1000 on the Xbox as well. It'll probably take you 8 to 10 hours to finish it. All you got to do is basically beat the story mode, win 1 ranked match, actually you don't even have to win, but play 10 player matches, level up your character in single player to a certain rank by beating the AI. Yeah, it's a pretty easy completion. So if you're, want to get a new platinum, or you want to get that 1000 and you don't want to spend the $60 on the game, you can easily just head over to Redbox or Gamefly or wherever, pick this game up, and probably have a decent time with it, getting that stuff. Now, of course, you also have the online features. Now, when I played it, the day the game came out, I had no problem finding matches. Me and my buddy Sam played. I want to say we played around 15 player matches, just screwing around. I played a couple ranked matches as well. Had no trouble finding matches. But when I was, I wanted to see, because I had heard that there was some server issues and stuff, and yeah, I couldn't get into some like, it wouldn't find a game. So maybe keep an eye out for that with server issues. But you guys know me, I'm not really looking forward to fighting online against real people. I just got this to kind of enjoy the single player mode and have a good time and get some achievements and stuff like that. So be worried about the online. I'm sure they will hopefully fix it in a few days. So yeah, this is gonna be a tough one because I probably hyped myself up too much about this game, seeing the good reviews and stuff, thinking like, oh, maybe this will be something I quite enjoy. And me being disappointed in the story mode and things like that, because I couldn't really follow the story because I didn't know the backstory of Tekken, that's probably on me. But I've just never been that big of a fan of Tekken in the first place. So, yeah, so, you know, I'm gonna give the game a 7. I just didn't really have that great of a time, but the game still is fun in certain areas. I enjoyed the character episodes. Maybe if I was a bigger Tekken fan, I would have liked it better. But I'm gonna give it a 7. It's an okay fighting game. I think honestly, if you're looking for a better fighting game, Injustice 2 is, in my opinion, way better than this game. So pick that up, and I know a bunch of probably Tekken fans are probably like, come on, Rand. But hey, if you're a Tekken fan, pick the game up. You're probably really going to enjoy it. But I would, for my money, I would rather get Injustice 2. I think it offers more, and I think it's a better game. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this review of Tekken 7. If you did, hit that like button. Consider subscribing for more content, and I will see everybody later.